In question 26, we're going to take a look at how the eye helps in the focusing of images of a near object. Now, while viewing a near object, the light itself, without any correction to the curvature of the lens, it actually enters the eye, diverging, and it, however, focuses behind the retina. And this produces images that is not sharp. And we have to undergo the corrective process known as focusing. And by focusing, what will happen here is that the focal length will actually be decreasing. We're looking for a decrease in focal length. So instead of focusing behind the retina itself, it will now actually be focusing on the retina. Now, this form of corrective mechanism requires us to increase the convexity of the lens. So in short, the lens is going to be much shorter and thicker as compared to pre-focusing. Now, the curvature of the lens in specificity is actually determined by a few things, and one of them, the immediate attachment, is actually going to be the suspensory ligament. That can actually goes in two forms. It can either be taut or slackened. However, the nerve endings does not communicate with the suspensory ligament because it's not muscle. So the actual muscle that is then controlling the suspensory ligament tension is going to be known as your ciliary body or your ciliary muscles. And since this is an actual muscle, it can actually contract or relax. So since we want the lens to be more convex, we will want the suspensory ligament to slacken. And suspensory ligament and ciliary body is actually pretty antagonistic. So if the ligament is slackened, the ciliary body actually has to contract. So we're looking for the contraction of number 2, which happens to be the ciliary body. Now, number 1, on the other hand, this structure is actually that of your cornea that has an extremely high refractive index. And refraction is in place when light actually travels from air towards the aqueous portion of the eyeball. Now, to be a bit more specific, where the cornea is, the portion that is actually in brown over here is considered to be the aqueous humor. As the name suggests, this is actually considered to be aqueous. There's a change in medium, and as light continues to pass into the main bulk of the eyeball itself, this other portion here is known as your vitreous humor, which is definitely of a different medium than air. And when light travels through two different mediums, the speed of the light actually changes, causing refraction. So the correct answer for 26 here is C.